How's everyone doing today? It is the Keenest Fox here, and this is my channel where I talk about anime, video games, and cartoons. And today I wanted to do a little bit of a reaction to a certain YouTuber in the name of SatAM, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sun Fan. Yes, that's his actual YouTube name. But to put it simply, his real name is just Laurie Hughes. And I wanted to talk about the drama and stuff in other videos that he's been getting into with other YouTubers and stuff. So I know he's probably gonna make a response video to me. I just know it. But anyways, one video that I like to rewatch from his over and over is his rant on Ian Flynn because I just think it's so stupid. Because Ian Flynn is like one of my favorite writers, and I just feel like his and I'm not saying he can't have his criticism or anything against Ian Flynn, but I just feel like his rant is just so stupid and it's like based off of nothing. So we're gonna get into that. So Ian Flynn is like one of the most notable writers, if in case you don't know, who's written for the Sonic comics. Period. Actually, he was one of the head writers after Ken Penders had stepped down during his time on the Archie comics. So Laurie here had made a video explaining why he hates Ian Flynn. So I'm gonna break down his video and talk about the things he gets wrong because I think it's based off of like nothing.
I am Larry Hughes the Third,
Mm-hmm.
and AKA Satyam Sonali and Sonali Forever. For those of you who don't understand, I'm gonna come clean. I'm a classic Sonic fan, and also I know a lot of people do not like me because I don't agree with their reasons.
Or that you don't respect other people's
And
opinions.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't like some of you people. I know some of you
Fair
can
enough.
be nice, but some people are dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's a person that ruined this franchise, and the fan base has split apart because one individual and
And who's that one
being
individual?
caused this destruction.
Who? Well,
His name, you know him as Ian Flynn.
not Ken Penders? Just
Let's
kidding.
start at the top, shall we?
Alright, let's.
Ian Flynn was originally a Sonic fanfiction creator and on DeviantArt.
Okay, let me stop right there. Alright, so one of my first points is he starts by saying Ian Flynn single handedly ruined the franchise, which he didn't. The franchise is still good. And Ian Flynn has had, I wouldn't say he's had no impact on the franchise. He's had a big impact on the comics for the most part. And yeah, so yeah, that much I had to say. But anyways, he started, and then him starting off as a fan fiction creator. I mean, Ian Flynn. I mean, he was as a kid, he took an interest in like the Sonic series through the comics because he's a bit of a comic book nerd. He loves stuff like Marvel and DC, so he took an interest in the Archie comics at the time, and was like, "Yo, that's pretty cool." And also the games too, but most of the comics I had to say. And eventually, like he went to college and he created a few fan comics and stuff called like Sonic Other M and stuff, which was based off of the Archie Sonics canon. So that's where he's getting that from.
Also, he pissed me off
What did he do to
because
piss you off?
he hates one of my favorite couples,
Which one is that?
Son Alley. I don't even understand why he does that
Does what?
because he has a huge hatred for it.
Alright, now we're going to my second point. So, Vinny proceeds to show his poorly drawn drawing of Sonic and Sally holding hands, claiming Ian Flynn hates the ship. I mean, honestly, I don't know where he got that brilliant deduction from, but if that's the case, like whatever is the case is, I don't know. But Ian has written, Sonic and Sally back together in like I don't know story arcs like Genesis or them as a married couple in the 30-year later story arc. So what makes you think that he hates Sun Alley? Like I mean, I'm being honest. Like I don't know where he gets that from. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. But honestly, I think he's kind of mutual on that.
I'm not sure. First of all,
Yeah, he's not.
Sonic and Sally were childhood friends.
Hmm.
If you watch Sonic's ATM, you will understand that they
I've heard
had
of
a
it.
bond. Also, they became boyfriend and girlfriend after that.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a lot of kisses, a
Yep.
lot of romance.
Mm-hmm. How romantic.
Ian Flynn, he's a dick.
How's he a dick?
Why? Because he wants the comics to be like the god-awful Japanese Sonic continuity. Yes, I'm talking about the games.
I didn't know.
And
Alright, so next we're going to my third point. So then he calls Ian Flynn a dick for making the comics more like the games, when the comics are based off of the games. Well, I mean, the Japanese Sonic continuity, right? Yeah.
because of that, because he has obsession with Amy Rose. The reason is simple. One, he likes Son Amy because Son Amy makes sense. No, it doesn't. And first of all, I'm gonna bash this argument. Interspecies still a thing, Ian Flynn.
Ian Flynn.
Why are you dumb?
Where do you get that from? Like, I honestly don't know.
Um,
Like, when did Ian Flynn ever say he never shipped Sonic and Sally because, oh, they're different species? Now, I know there are other people out there who say that, but Ian Flynn himself, no, he's never said anything like that as such.
Also, let me go back to Sun Alley, shall we? First of all, no.
Back to the drawing.
I don't ship Son Amy. I don't ship Knuckles with a Knuckles.
See, that's how you know he doesn't read the comics, because it's not Knuckles with another, you mean Echidna? And that certain Echidna that Knuckles is paired up with in the comics. Her name is Julie Sue. That's Knuckles' girlfriend, and then in the alternate future, Knuckles' wife. Um, she wasn't created by Ian Flynn. She was, I believe, she was created by Ken Penders. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, especially since Ken Penders has the rights to her now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was created by Ken Penders for Knuckles' spin-off story to be Knuckles' love interest. So for a while, of course, Ian Flynn kept them together. So yeah. But let's go into one of my other points. So he just talks about how Ian Flynn shows favoritism towards Son Amy, to which I say, who cares? If it's his favorite ship or not, like, really, who cares if Son Amy's his favorite ship? Who cares if Son Alley's his favorite ship? I mean, I believe he shows admiration for both ships, as shown in his work. So he can, I wouldn't say pander, but what's the word? So he can, like, please both fans and stuff. But I think it's just, expressed on his web show about how, like, I think he expresses on, like, his, not his web show, but his podcast, how much, like, exhausting he is on this subject and stuff. So, I mean, as curious as I am about that whole stance, like about his stance, I'd rather not pester my own idols for that information. Like, I'd rather not bug Ian Flynn and be like, oh, Ian Flynn, who do you ship? Like, I mean, I'm curious, but I mean, if he doesn't want to talk about it, he doesn't want to talk about it.
And a guy. I don't ship Sonic with Tails and
Good
Shadow
indication.
or Silver.
That's cool. I mean,
And
some
first of
people
all,
might, but
shipping Sally with Nicole is fucking dumb.
a little fun fact, I actually based my own Salico video. After I saw this video, I was like, man, because I just don't feel like people just can't see Sally outside of, like, her world revolve. Like, people like to see Sally's world revolve around Sally. Now, if you ship Sun Alley together, that's cool. Or if you ship Sally with Monkey Khan, also cool. Like Alley, yeah, that's cool. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't think he yeah, he's not really putting forth the attention, or he's not really, like, just thinking, like, outside of it, I guess. Some people think it's weird, and
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
yep,
But this one couple you only ship. This.
mainly because Antoine and Bunny are non-canon, so of course he would ship them together. I mean, because like, they're non-canon characters, so, like, yeah, because Sega has those mandates where basically they can't really pair up canonical characters, but of course when the reboot happened, he was able to keep Antoine and Buddy together because they're considered non-canon and stuff. They're not part of the main series of games.
So, let me get this straight. You're biased to Sally because Sally is a great character who has a character arc, who has flaws like every other girl, but you have a hatred towards her. Why?
No, he hates characters
Because
with
she's a
flaws?
great character, unlike Amy.
I beg to disagree.
You're dumb. Also,
I beg to differ.
killing off her in the comics is uncalled for. Man.
You know, he only killed her off once, only to bring her back later on. I mean, it wasn't even like it was like that long or permanent. It was like probably for like a couple of pages, and then bam, she's like back. I mean, you know, Kim Penders actually he wanted to kill off Sally objectively because he doesn't like the character and whatnot. I'm not saying Kim Penders should get any hate if he doesn't like the character. He doesn't like the character, but Ian Flynn, I mean, I think he likes Sally. I think I think Sally's okay.
And you're really stupid. Also, making Sonic a bad character in the comics is proving you are a prick. And your fans are a cult.
Yeah, his fans are totally a cult people.
It's really sad.
I guess
and
so. This video is sad.
I do not like the way you wrote the Free Fighters in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's a YouTuber named Lance Jerkoff, and he told me that
what did he tell
you were doing this shit on purpose. So let me get this straight. You thinking creating Son Amy moments would be a great idea? No, it's not a great idea. And second of all,
okay, one of my other points is he talks about this YouTuber named Lance Jerkoff. Yes, that's an actual YouTuber, as a credible source for claiming that Ian Flynn has made up the mandates to make Sega look bad. Okay, when this is the same Lance Jerkoff who claims Tangle the Lemur is trans and is actually a lesbian for Blaze the Cat after reading one issue? Like, let me go to his channel. This is his channel right here. He has a video talking about Tangle is a transsexual. And then if you look at his review, where is it? His review that he did on what you call it? Yeah, right here. No, that's not it. It's one of these videos that he was reviewing one of the IDW comics because he doesn't like the IDW comics. And cool, that's all well and good. It might be that one, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, he doesn't like the comics, and that's all well and good. But I'm just saying he gets that whole implication that Tangle is trans when she's not, and And again, he came to the conclusion that she was a lesbian after the first issue over Blaze the Cat, even though she's again not. I mean, I guess you can. It's all like one of those things where it's not opinionated, but just but nah. But let's continue.
You use the same bullshit you put on the IW comics. You have.
Also, why would Ian Flynn make up the mandates if why would he make up the mandates when that would create a lot more work for himself? I mean, I think he's even said it once before that writing Mega Man was a lot easier because because he was also doing Mega Man at the same time back in the 2010s, and the Sonic comics had the restrictions and stuff, and writing Mega Man was a lot more easier than writing Sonic. So why would he create a whole lot more work for himself or limit himself to doing certain stories? That makes no sense.
Literally lost my respect, sir.
That was pretty low
Also,
bar.
Your bullshit nonsense does not stop. Also, you made up the mandates because
this is what I was talking about.
You want Sega to get hated on, and you have succeeded. And also, I'm not
That literally makes no
very
sense.
pleased how you did the comics. First of all, you ruined this couple because you think Son Amy should be in the comics instead of this couple. The couple that makes sense from the 90s, the couple that people likes,
I
and you
mean,
threw
there
it
are
out
people who like Son
away
Amy.
and prefer Son
I being
Amy.
one of those people.
Ian Flynn, you're crazy. 2, why?
Alright. So another one of my points is he then claims Ian Flynn doesn't want the freedom fighters to come back because he believes they're outdated. Even though, if given the good to go, the writers and artists have expressed that they would love to have them back, for the fans. So, yeah.
No, seriously, why? You have no right to do so.
I mean, he's a writer, so
And the better point to that,
actually
if
head
you're
writer
really a smart
of the Sonic
Sonic
comics.
fan, you should know that no one gives a fuck about the Japanese Sonic continuity.
Bro, it's just the
People don't give a
games.
damn. So why are you forcing this shit?
So why do they play the games? Why do they take an interest in Sonic? I mean, not everyone is into the comics. I mean, you have your fans who are into the UK stuff, the UK comics, who are into the Archie comics, who are into the games, who's into the shows, like the Sonic X anime, or the cartoons, like Sonic SATM, or I guess maybe even Underground. I mean, Sonic's got a lot of stuff, so like, got a lot of outlets. So what more can I say?
Get on them. Also, I love it when you say that Sega made you do it, but no. And second of all, you want Sally and
Mainly because Ian Flynn is a freelance writer and he doesn't have as much creative control over all of the characters and whatnot because they're officially owned by Sega.
Nicole to be together. Also, why?
Why not?
How is making this
I also
making
think Larry might be homophobic as well because he made a video talking about Steven Universe versus Force of Evil, and he said, "Oh, I don't like these shows. They're worse for his time because they're both gay or something." Just because Star Versus has like some, I guess well, they have a few gay characters, and then they have some gay stuff in the background, and then Steven Universe. Well, it's Steven Universe, so what more can I say there? But yeah, honestly, those shows are great. Not the best, but they're great. But come on, I feel like yeah.
Sonic's actual girlfriend a lesbian? You
You mean?
first kill her off,
I mean, okay.
turn her into a robot, then you made her into a goddamn lesbian?
Or just bisexual, I guess. I mean, you do realize, and that's the thing too, because he keeps saying lesbian, lesbian, lesbian. Oh, Avatar Korra, she's a lesbian. No, I mean, you do realize that people could actually be into like both both genders, both man and female. We call that bisexual or bisexuality, whatever. That's not just straight up lesbian. If you yeah.
You're fucking dumb. Damn!
This video is dumb.
And this is the reason why I don't take this guy seriously. Also, why are people
How can anyone
following his
take Larry
ass?
seriously with these?
And this is why I despise the modern Sonic fans. You know, it's really kind of funny
A lot of moderate Sonic fans do not like you either, Larry. Trust me.
people who say I'm toxic and I should stop being a Sonic fan. I should stop being a Sonic fan for you.
He really probably should. I mean, if you watch majority of his videos, it's pretty much of him just shit talking Sonic stuff in general, and him just, I guess, dick writing the Sonic SATM series and Sun Alley. Other than that, he'd be like, "Oh, Mario is is a much more better series than Sonic." Oh, yeah, like, yeah, he always has to make everything about a dick measuring contest. or something. Like, dude, just enjoy the series for what it is. I mean, if you don't like the other Sonic stuff, that's cool. I mean, it's your own preference to like Sonic Sadion, to be a Sonic fan. Cool. Just don't like, try to enforce that on other people.
Idiots! No,
See?
I am
He's
not.
calling people idiots and stuff.
Because sometimes there's a lot of evil inside of people.
Look who's talking
Ian
about who about
Flynn,
evil.
I don't understand him.
Probably because he hasn't looked into the guy.
He made the mandates.
He did
And
not.
he attacked people of Comasgate.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know about that
Because
situation.
everybody likes Sonic SatTM, and everyone, and the people who are fans of Sonic SatTM want their favorite characters back, and you didn't even want them back because you think they're from a old debunked spin-off. This, you see this? You see this hand? What's it gonna turn into? Oh yes, this.
Oh, surprise. You should
Really,
also
dude?
trim his fingernails too.
You turn the Archie comics into the games that nobody.
Again, it's based off the games. And honestly, the comic started off really as a bit of a parody to get like kids more into like the show and the games and stuff as well. But eventually, it just became a lot more story oriented when Kim Bender started working on it a lot more, and then Ian Flynn. I felt like he did a good job as well on the story. So yeah.
Nobody asks for, and
Even
you
what you did ask
want
for.
give Amy fucking Rose more spotlight? Are you serious?
I guess so.
And also,
So one of his last rants is on Amy Rose. I know this video is a little long, but one of his last rants on Amy Rose's character and how much active she has, like how much of an active role she has in like the IDW comics and stuff. He just talks about, oh, you want to give Amy Rose more spotlight, and this isn't just with Laurie, but I just don't get this with some people, um, who hate the character and stuff. They're like, oh, why are they giving Amy so much spotlight? Why are they trying to give Amy so much focus? Why are they trying to turn Amy into a likable character? I'm like, I mean, wouldn't you want to see, like, for a character you dislike or you hate, right? Wouldn't you want a writer to actually like write the character better so they can like improve and whatnot and come off more as a likable character? I mean, I'm not saying Amy to me has always been bad. I mean, now in the mid 2000s, that's where I think Amy's had some hiccups there. Definitely, she's had some hiccups in the mid 2000s. In the 90s, I think her start was okay. Um, yeah, like she was okay back in Rosie Rascal. And if you actually read the Archie comics, Amy's definitely not a bad character. IDW, Amy's an amazing character. And Sonic Boom, I'm like, damn near everybody likes the character. So, yeah, what more can I say? But, I mean, but I guess by his logic, or I guess I know he probably want just to erase the character as a whole and just pretend like it never happened, like Scrappy Doo from Scooby Doo, Scooby's nephew and stuff that fans just hated, and they were like, yep, let's get rid of Scrappy. Because, oh, he's annoying, and oh,
I'm
he just didn't work for the time
pissed off.
because of the writing.
Also,
When is he not pissed
also,
off?
you took original OCs from DeviantArt. Yes, the original OC characters, aka Tangle and Whisper.
Alright, and one of his final rants is that he's claiming that Tangle and Whisper were stolen DeviantArt OCs, when that's not the case. Tangle was created as a new character for the IDW, and Whisper was co-created by Ian Flynn and Evan Stanley, based off the Avatar character from Sonic Forces. I mean, if they did start on DeviantArt, which I don't think so, I mean, here's Ian Flynn's profile on DeviantArt. And usually on here, he likes to post up his concept art and stuff. I mean, Ian Flynn's not really much of an artist, or I don't think he considers himself as such. But this is like where he likes to put up his like concept art that they would use for like the comics and stuff. Because Ian Flynn, even when he was working on like Sonic Other M, he was most of the writer, but he had hired other artists and stuff to help him like work on the comic and stuff. But yeah, and like I said, yeah. Mhm.
Who are never official to begin with, and you make them canon.
So, and then he also says that Tangle and Whisper are canon because they're in the IDW comics. Now, unfortunately, Tangle and Whisper are not canon, and the IDW comics are also, unfortunately, that is also non-canon as well. I think Ian Flynn actually mentioned that too, that the comics and stuff is non-canon. It follows like the continuation after like Sonic Forces and stuff, yes, but it's yeah, like it's non-canon to the actual games itself. The games, like everything that have taken up, like that has taken place in the games up to like Sonic Forces, that's all canon in the comics, but the comics is not a continuation of the games itself, if that makes any sense. So that's all I had to say there.
I fucking hate you. And I hate Sega too. You and Sega
I
should
thought
be
he
ashamed of yourselves.
I thought he hated. I mean, I thought he was like, oh, Ian Flynn basically just made up the mandates to get Sega hated on. Whatever happened to that?
This is how you treat the classic Sonic fans? This is how you treat them?
Yeah, Sega totally hates the classic Sonic fans. Not like they didn't make Sonic Mania Plus, or not like Ian Flynn or any of the comic book writers were working on the comics like Mega Drive before the Archie Comics got canceled. Or it's not like they're doing a classic Sonic thing in the 30-year anniversary thing. Yep, totally. They hate the fans. They hate the classic fans, right?
You killed their favorite characters off, and you made us think that we should only follow the Japanese Sonic continuity. Well, people do not want to follow that because they want to follow the American Sonic continuity. Also, therefore, I'm American myself.
Congratulations.
But you went and fucked up everything. I'm disappointed of you, Ian Flynn.
Nobody
No,
cares.
seriously, I really am. You could have been a great guy, but you fucked up.
I mean, he's a decent guy. Alright, so in conclusion, he made this video based off of no concrete research, besides maybe Lance Jerkoff's video, but I already told you how credible he is, and basically his own echo chamber. He thinks his own subjective opinion should be appeased by Sega and Ian Flynn, when that's not how stories work, especially when you try to accommodate one person. That's not how it should go. I left a comment asking him a question to which he doesn't respond out of like 6 others, and here's the comment right here. I was asking him, I wonder where you got that info or your assumptions about Ian Flynn making up the mandates, or him hating Son Alley or just Sally as a character, or that nobody likes the games, and he does not answer or reply, meaning he doesn't, yeah, but he replies to everything else though. So that obviously shows you that he probably doesn't have an answer to that, so that's very unfortunate. And honestly, he could have saved time by just saying he doesn't like Ian Flynn's interpretation of said characters, like the Freedom Fighters and his story arcs, or his current work, instead of just being butthurt and ignorant about it and say, oh, fuck Ian Flynn, let me give him the finger, he's a dick. Yeah, like he could have really just saved time and just say, hey, look, I don't like Ian Flynn, I don't like his work, and I don't like what he's just doing with the characters and stuff, etc., etc. That would have been so much more simpler. I'm not saying he has to like Ian Flynn. I'm just saying, or I'm not saying Ian Flynn can't get criticism. I'm just saying that he could have just said, "Hey, look, I just don't like the what's happening with the comics and stuff, and Ian Flynn just isn't one of my favorite writers." Simple. Personally, myself, I don't agree with every creative decision that Ian Flynn makes, but I mean, I think he does a good job at characterizing some of the classic one-dimensional characters that Ken Benders created. Like, for example, biggest one is being Scourge, or there's Tommy the Turtle, Fiona. I can go on. And then he understands like the main characters themselves and their like relationships and dynamics. So, to which I think that's pretty cool. He really does understand the characters in the series, but And that's actually why a lot of fans actually want Ian Flynn to actually write for the stories games, because the stories games, they're not really that great. But Ian Flynn, bro, this man literally wrote that zombie virus art, man. That was amazing. And then there's some other stuff too. I mean, I know he's got some hit and misses and stuff, but still, I think he does a good ass job on what he does. So, yeah. Anyways, that's the end of my video, people. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know Larry Hughes will probably make a response video to this. Probably, I don't know. But anyways, hope you guys have a good day. And this is the Keenest Fox, and I am out. Peace.